DYSG. Keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs. Dope topics, come see. DYSG. Keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs. Dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics you should cop, I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix, they preaching the gospel. Real ish, ill like mono, they sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift, it's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over, with clever marketing we gain exposure. Feeding the community magic, your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crackcorn, we aiming for gold. The truth was told, I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych, I ain't giving y'all jack. Number one on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? We back again, DYSG Live. Man, for those of y'all who were here last time, we had an incredible effing time. Incredible time. Y'all know what, y'all had to be there. It was amazing. Gary Anthony Williams came through and tore the house down. But we got another guest for y'all just as amazing. Before we get started here, let's pay a few bills real quickly here. Again, this is DYSG Live. I'm your host, Nix. Shout out to everybody out there rocking with us. Man, 5 years. 5 years is a long time. But I'm thankful that y'all have been rocking with me. Y'all apparently love what I do. So I appreciate y'all staying here with me here throughout this entire journey. I couldn't be more happy. I'm a little overwhelmed by it sometimes, but yeah, I appreciate all of y'all so much. BlurStation.com. Be sure y'all are getting y'all subscription to Blur Station, man. The new Black Hollywood, it is definitely going to be in effect. The announcements y'all have heard so far, just the tip of the iceberg. So please get your subscriptions into BlurStation.com. And in case you want to know why you should subscribe, come back next week to this exact platform. You'll probably be able to find out why. My own personal website, DYSGmedia.com, is coming soon. It's going to be the home place for everything DYSG. You have our podcast, the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast for wrestling. You've got the Love Blurs, which is myself and my wife, KD. More of me and Dono, and just everything is going to be there. The blog, the merch. Please, just stay with me. It's coming. It's going to be a big ordeal for me, but it's coming. Also, Taco Noir. Be sure you hit TacoNoir.com. Promo code DYSG. Get yourself a little something off. And you'll be happy you did that thing. The Blur surprise boxes are incredible, y'all. You'll be surprised what you get in there. There are treasure troves in that joint. You heard me? I'm telling you, they're amazing boxes. So be sure to get those when you get a chance. So, yay, what up, Blur Bama Nerd? What's going on, my boy? Thank you for popping in. Thank you for checking in. So, we have a great show for y'all tonight. I'm not going to waste the gentleman's time any much longer. Ladies and gentlemen, cosplay extraordinaire, pretty freak god, one and only Sir Julius Cosplay. What up, Blunt?
How you guys doing?
What's going on with you? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. How you doing?
Good. Glad to see you drinking that water, living up to your bullying lifestyle. I see.
That's right. That's how you got to do it.
Hey, man, I never known nobody to bully people into drinking water, but somehow you make it happen. I was like, this dude gonna bully people into drinking water for real? I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, if it works, it works.
thought is that it is working, and I'm getting people. I got water companies tagging me on Twitter.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Monetize that bullying aspect. I appreciate that. That's for sure.
And it honestly all started as a joke. I was just like, it was like two people that reached out to me. They wanted to like get their fitness going on for the year. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay on top of you. I was like, you sure? They was like, yeah, and I was like, all right. Like 5, 6 in the morning, I'll be texting them like, hey, you up? You about to lift? They were like, oh snap, this guy is serious. I was like, you said you want me on top of you. I'm gonna be on top of you. And so that just turned into me just joking around in my stories, like just messing with everybody and DMing random people. Like I don't know who's watching right now, but I would DM just random people I don't even talk to that much. I would just DM them. I'll be like, hey, drink water, or else I'll find you. They'd be like, what are you talking about?
Well, I didn't get a DM, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I would have not known how to respond to it. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, my wife probably asked me, like, who's that? I'm like, well, Julius Cosplay just DM me saying, drink water, he gonna find me. Like, what'd you do to him? I didn't do shit.
Yeah, and then I don't know, it just kind of took off. Just every once in a while, I'm just slipping people's DMs on my stories, like, hey, drink water.
Wow, that's cool. So let's get into it, man. Let's go into the origin story. Let's tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what it is you do.
All right, so who I am. Well, first of all, my name is not Julius. Julius is actually, well, my name is Julius. Julius is my middle name. My first name is Michael. So
Okay.
it's Michael Julius. All right. So I just
All
go
right.
by my middle name because I didn't want to go by my first name. Simple as that.
Sir
I'm
Mike
from
Cosplay.
Queens, New York. Yeah. Yeah, that see, that ain't got no ring to it. See what I mean?
Sir Mike.
Nah.
I guess not. No, not really.
So from Queens, New York. Just overall, just a creative person. I've been just making stuff ever since I was little. I was drawn, I think all cosplayers started out, or any type of artistic person started drawing when they was younger, drawing anime and stuff. So that's exactly how I started. And that just evolved into graphic design. Graphic design evolved into cosplay. My first convention was in 2009. Oh, no, that's a lie. My first convention was in 2008, but we stumbled upon it. We was in the city just walking around, and we was walking by the Javits Center, me and my friends, and we saw everybody in costume. And we was like, what the hell is going on? And it was on the last day, it was on a Sunday, and this is how you know that you can't do this no more. We were able to buy tickets on Sunday at the door.
Damn.
Yeah.
What time was this?
This is 2008. So that's completely on. It was New York Comic Con.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm a vet.
Yeah.
I'm a vet. New York Comic Con. That's the golden days. So when I saw how everybody was dressed up in costume, and I was like, what is this? What's going on? And then I struck conversation with this random person. It was like, yeah, some people make their costumes, somebody buys it and stuff. And I was just like, yo, I want to do this. I was like, when's the next one? They was like, it's next year around this time, October. And I was like, all right, bet. So I started looking. I knew I wanted to make it. I didn't want to buy anything, and but I knew I wanted to make it. So I started researching, and then my favorite game at the time was Halo, like Halo 3, and Halo. What was coming out at that time? Halo Reach was coming out around that time. So I was like, all right, I want to make some Spartan armor. So I went straight to Google, started researching how to make Spartan armor, and I stumbled upon the 405th forums. I became a member of the 405th. I was just asking people questions on how to do things, and it took me a year, but I managed to make a full Spartan suit. So in 2009, New York Comic Con, I debuted in my Spartan armor, and I have been cosplaying ever since.
Man, hell of a journey, man. Hell of a journey. So over 10 years in the game, coming up on 20 almost.
15, just about. Yeah, this year will be 15. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You're OG for real, for real.
Yep.
That's what's up. So,
Yeah, I
you
remember
know, we
I was 20 first did it. Yep.
okay. So we here at DYSG, man. You know, we believe in giving flowers now. We ain't waiting nobody to kick the bucket or nothing like that. So we're gonna give everybody the flowers now, of course. If I didn't give you your flowers already with the opening promo, but let me just go ahead and give you some more while we at it. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Cosplaying has many lanes, many layers, closet, DIY, molders, people who sew and stitch everything, metal work, etc. You name it, even 3D printing. And I've seen a lot, but not like you, my guy. Your attention
Really?
to detail and accuracy
I wouldn't
is
say that.
mind blowing.
I wouldn't say I'm the only one.
No, I'm. Let's let me keep it a buck. You don't miss, my guy. You don't miss. Your cosplays have not only amped up algorithms, but they are also inspiring and motivating. So whether it's the next cosplayer or a kid in a hospital, your work speaks volumes. And from everyone here at DYSG, man, keep doing your thing because this world needs it.
I appreciate that. That's the one thing that I like the most is how I inspire people, because I get DMs all the time. So I have a personal, well, it's kind of like just a personal thing for me, is I will always answer a question when somebody asks me about how to do something cosplay related.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the reason why I'm that way is because when I first started, I'm very artistic. Like I'm able to figure things out on my own, no problem. I do a hell of a research, but I saw myself reaching out to certain people and being left on red a lot, you know. But completely understandable. I'm a stranger. You don't know me, you know.
Right.
Why would you even answer? But my thing is, everybody's just trying to learn something. So if you see me and you just want to learn something, you ask me a question, I'm like, all right, if you're really passionate about it, I'm going to help you tenfold, you know? So that's what I do. If anybody's watching, they know, like, if you ask me a question when it comes to 3D printing, foam smithing, or just in general cosplay question, I'm going to answer it to the best of my ability. And if I don't know the answer, we're gonna learn together.
I appreciate that, man. A lot of people don't like to give out, no keys or whatever. They feel like everything's a consultation or
And the thing about it's just so strange to me that some people think that way, because I learned everything on my own. I just did research. Like anything I'm telling you, I've learned from somebody else on YouTube. So there's no real secrets. Yeah, but then sometimes I could just tell people like, well, go figure it out. I can easily do that, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but let me give you 2, 3 steps of a stepping stone, and then if you want to go research more, that's on you. But if you're gonna come to me because I inspire you and you look up to me and you want to, make sure it's correct and stuff, by all means, ask me as many questions you want. Just don't get some people that will message me like 4 morning. I'll be like, yo, like I'm like, all right, like what the hell? What's your time zone? Because I know damn well it ain't like, come on.
Yeah, it can be annoying if it's like, question after question after question. It's like, okay, tell you what, write all your questions down, send them to this email address, and I will get back with you. Yeah, I've had to do that myself personally. I ain't gonna lie. Real quick, I want to get to a question that actually was a write-in question from one of the fans of the show and of yourself as well too. They wanted me to ask the question, why are you a fan of the White Republican wet dream that is Batman?
The White Republican wet dream that is Batman. It's because can you see it? Did they spot my Batman thing? Is that why?
No, this is a question that I was told to ask before even we got started.
Well, because Batman, it goes back. There's deep thought to this. Batman was my dad's favorite superhero, and he took me to the movies to see the original Batman when it re-released, the Michael Keaton one. So that was something that we bonded over a lot, right?
Gotcha.
And then I like the fact that Batman didn't have any powers. Like, I know that's a cliche answer, but coming from a 10-year-old, I just thought, I was like, oh, that's freaking cool. I'm the type of guy that if I want to figure something out and I want to do it, I will train myself to do it and I will accomplish that. And that is how Batman is. Now, is Batman psychotic? Yes, we all know this. Does he need therapy? Yes, of course, we do all know this. But come on, let's be real. He's one of the greatest superheroes, not superheroes, but one of the greatest heroes in comic history. And that's why I like Batman. Now, I'm not going to put him on the pedestal and say he's my number one, because as a child, yeah, he was my number one. But now as an adult, I'm like, all right, you done knocked yourself down a little bit, like maybe number 3, maybe number 4. But Batman will always have that special place when it comes to comics for me.
Got you. And while I completely agree with you, that is a question that was written in by a mutual friend of ours, and he told me to shoot that one at you. So I'm like, okay, all right, let me see how you react. Let me just see.
Let me see something. Hold on, man. I'm just saying, because sometimes I just make stuff just to make stuff. So like, I got all types of Batman stuff, Batman galore. Just this. Oh man. Oh.
That's what you call having the resources and the imagination and the time. Gotta love that, man. Gotta love that for sure. So, before you got into 3D printing, you said you did your first cosplay, which was from Halo.
It was from Halo. It was a dead. It's not a dead technique. Some people still use it as a dead technique to me because it's tedious as hell.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. So when you first started, before you got into 3D printing and even utilizing EVA foam, you used the method called Pepakura. Now tell us about that and why you'll never use it again.
Pepakura is the best and quickest way to explain it is origami on a larger scale. That's pretty much it. Now you can say the same thing for Eva foam, but with Eva foam, once you put it together, all you gotta do is start painting. With Pepakura, that's a different story. So you would have to legitimately use cardstock, print out the blueprints, cut everything out, piece everything together. Then you get you get your item. And then you're going to take resin and fiberglass resin in sheets, and then you have to take that outside. It's very toxic. You can't breathe it in. You can't touch it. You got to like layer up all that. Apply fiberglass resin to the inside of the helmet and resin it up. Apply resin to the outside of the helmet. Wait for that to dry. Sand it down, smooth it out, go back into it, resin it up. And that's just for one piece.
Yo, my man is putting his life in danger for us to enjoy his cosplay. Yo,
and I went big. It was one of those go big or go home type of things. Like I tell people till this day, when I show people the picture of me in my suit, and they be like, "Oh, so which one was that? Like how far were you into cosplay when you did that?" And I was like, "That was the first." And they like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, that was the first. Took me a whole year to do it."
Wow.
And I was in an apartment. I was in my grandmother's apartment at the time. So, and she had a terrace. So I was doing all this on the terrace in the hood.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Smelling.
Yo, imagine that first thing in the morning, you trying to go to work. Like, the hell is that smell? What is that? What is that smell?
That's exactly what was going on.
Man was putting his life in danger. Can't even breathe it in. For our enjoyment.
There was moments I got resin fiberglass shards like stuck in my skin. Yeah, it was really bad.
Damn.
So yeah, I will never ever no. I'll stick with 3D printing or EVA foam. I'm never doing that again. I don't know I don't know with everything with all the technology we have, especially with EVA foam and 3D printing. If anybody is out there still doing Pepakura, you crazy. There's too many different methods now for you to be doing Pepakura.
Man. All right, so look, PSA. Pepakura. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's now that I know. Nah, I'm gonna tell anybody now. Listen, don't do it.
Yeah, and then like I said, there's way too many alternatives now to figure out how to make something in cosplay. To go back to that, no, just don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. That just sounds like a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a horrible time. No way, not a chance. For those of you just joining us here, this is DYSG Live. I got my man Sir Julius Cosplay in the building here, cosplay extraordinaire. I am now going to start calling him 3D print god because the man 3D print is incredible.
I'm a mere mortal. I picked it up about 4 years ago, and I'm actually looking around my garage right now. I have a lot of shit.
Knock it off. So, you have a handful of popular cosplays that you've done. Most noteworthy are Inosuke from Demon Slayer, Red Hood, Sub-Zero, Bihan Sub-Zero, and of course your Blue Beetle.
Yes.
Which of these would you say is your least favorite cosplay?
My least favorite right now would have to be Red Hood because it's everywhere now, and I'm the type of person that likes to do what people are not doing. Now, I would love, cause it's funny that I'm saying this because I'm actually working on a new Red Hood, but but it's just that Red Hood. It's just that it's gotten to the point where like I debuted a Red Hood back in 2018 because the character is dope. I didn't want to be Nightwing. I'm not against spandex, but at that time I did not feel comfortable in spandex. Now, I lost a lot of weight. I'm all, I have no problem slipping into some spandex now. But Red Hood is my guy. Plus, he doesn't look like at the time the reason why I chose him is because one, I like helmets. If you guys haven't noticed, 90% of my cosplays cover my face. It's not, I don't think I'm ugly. I think I'm gorgeous. I just like helmets. So that was right up my alley. And two, like he just looks badass,
Yeah, that's what's up. And I can definitely understand why, the whole thing of not wanting to why it's your least favorite for that particular reason, because, with so many people like you can't throw if you go to a convention, you can't throw a stick in any direction and not hit at least 5 Spider-Man cosplayers. And if you throw it the other direction, you're probably gonna hit 3 Velmas, so there's so many that have been done to death out here. So yeah, I totally understand that sentiment for sure. But that being your least favorite, which one is your absolute favorite?
Oh, my absolute favorite would be the cold one, Sub-Zero. It's my most comfortable. It's one of my most popular ones. And I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy, like I've always been. I try my like if you ever see me cosplay a character, I like that character. Like I'm into that character. I have a personal rule, like I don't cosplay characters I don't know anything about. Like I have to know that person in and out. And Sub-Zero has always been my guy. Also, I feel like Sub-Zero does not get a lot of play because we all know Mr. Ed Boon loves him some Scorpion. So I'm the type of guy who likes to push against the grain. If everybody's gonna like one thing and abandon the other, I'm gonna go after the thing that's abandoned.
Okay. Now, me personally, the only reason I would disagree with that because my go-to character in Mortal Kombat is also Sub-Zero, right? And then of course a close second is Kung Lao. But yeah, Sub-Zero is definitely that guy. I And I can definitely corroborate that story of you know, being in character, because it was just this last year at BlurCon, and I came across you, and like you just scowling and shit, just walking around, like just kind of like doing the whole heavy breathe shit. And I'm like, yo, this dude is in it. Like he's not breaking character into the DVD commentary. Like he's really in this thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. I love dedication.
I have been sent pictures of myself as Sub-Zero, and people didn't know it was me.
That's crazy.
People, I've been sent pictures. They'd be like, "Yo, Mike, yo, check out this Sub-Zero. This dope. Yo, this dope." I'm like, "Yo, this is dope. That's me." People like, "Yo, you look totally different." I was just like, "It's just, you know, I'm just when that mask goes on, everything is just like focused and just with the eyes and then the mien, and then I'm scowling constantly and all that." So yeah.
Yeah, because my experience was you had got on the elevator. Now you probably was pissed off anyway, because anybody knows you've been a BlurCon, the elevator's on an issue. But you was like scowling and shit. I'm like, hey, I didn't want to like ask like, hey, are you Sir Julius Cosplay? Like a fucking fanboy, but it took me a while to figure out. I'm like, okay, that's him. Yeah,
No, you could. I tell everybody. I was like, if you see me and you think it's me, say what's up. It's like, yeah, hey, you Julia. I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up, Papa?
I didn't want to do it though, because you know I was like, okay, another one of these blurred and powerful niggas. They all, you know how they get sometimes.
No, if you see me, trust me. Reach out, say what's up. Don't worry about it.
No, you are, man. You cool as shit, man. I appreciate you. You definitely, you know, one of the more nicer cosplayers out here for sure, man. I definitely appreciate it.
I try my best. I'm not trying to get a Me Too content. I'm not trying to get a Me Too thing going on. So I try my best to be nice.
Of course not. Of course not. No, I wouldn't let it happen no way. I'd have you back like, hey, listen.
I can be an asshole though, but it takes a lot. I was like, if you ever hear of Sir Julius Cosplay being an asshole to somebody, you gotta quite like, well, it's okay. So what did that person do? Because you pushed his ass.
Yeah, I know people like that. Like you like they hit me. Like, what'd you do? You did something.
You had to do something. You had to do something. Especially if it's me snapping on somebody, you had to do something because it takes a lot. Like I'm talking about, I got patience. I have a lot of patience, and when the patience is done, you really messed up.
Thanks. Well, let's hope I never have to. I never exhaust that. I don't think I will. I have no reason to, but I don't think I will. So, what is a fandom that you find to be your favorite? You mentioned Mortal Kombat a second ago, so I'm not sure that's your absolute favorite. But what is your favorite fandom? But also, what fandom do you find utterly toxic?
My favorite fandom and what? Oh, okay. So my favorite fandom, because I'm new to it, and ever since I became new to it, everybody's just chill. Everybody's just like, I feel like this is like the stoners of the cosplay world. JoJo's. Like everybody's just chilling. Everybody's just chilling, doing their thing, watching the animes, posing, that's it, doing the cosplay, that's it. And just everybody just vibing.
That's an interesting correlation. The stoners of the cosplay world. Wow. Because I know some dedicated JoJo cosplayers, and while
they just
I don't know if they're actual stoners, but when you put it that way, it's like, wow, they are pretty chill.
Just chill.
It's interesting.
See?
See, my favorite my favorite fandom is it's not a fandom that I enjoy myself personally, but as far as for that same sentiment, a fandom that I think is just chill. I've never heard anything bad come out of that camp are the Doctor Who fans. The Whovians, like I've never heard anybody like, gearing up for their favorite Doctor. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty chill over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. That's actually okay.
Now, now, the fandom that is most toxic. This is a broad spectrum. It's very broad. So JoJo is anime.
Right.
Now, I can't say anime because anime is everywhere. You know, because so we gotta think of a fandom in anime because more it is. So how are we talking about cosplayers or
No,
just
no,
the fandom?
just fandoms. Period. Like, some people would say for me, for my pick, the fandom that I find early toxic are Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah. I was just about to say that they've been wilding out.
Listen, I've said this before on record. It's probably my most quoted thing I've said on DYSG Live, and that is that nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
More Star Wars fans. Yep, that is true. Star Wars fan. I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand it. Like, they hate everything that comes out. it's like if there's a new acolyte.
Yeah, sometimes are you tired? Like, aren't you tired of hating everything? Like,
like when Acolyte got announced, I was on Twitter checking out the comments and checking out the reactions and responses and just such vitriol. I'm like,
Acolyte. So
nothing.
So it's funny you should say that, right? I was at work and I was watching the trailer for that, right, with my coworker. And when the trailer finished, and I was like, "Watch this." I was like, "We're gonna go to the comments," and I was like, "How much you gonna bet there's gonna be so many people bitching that there's a woman in the show?" You go to it, first thing they was like, "Oh man," it was like, "Oh, Star Wars is woke." Like it's almost like the minute they see a black dude or a woman, it's like it's woke. Like they can't exist without it being quote unquote woke. I'm tired of that word. It got hijacked. It annoys me. Makes my ass itch. I don't like it.
Yeah, man. It's like the second, like with Star Wars, the second you introduce anything that's not a white male or a clear alien.
But here's the thing. George Lucas created Star Wars because of diversity. It's aliens. Like if you look at the original trilogy, when you saw the Jedi Council, you had Sam Jackson, a green Yoda, a pink alien. Like diversity. That's diversity. So what are you getting so upset about? It just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they felt like George, hit the black quota with Sam, and we don't need any more. I don't know, but like Star Wars fans are some of the worst, and I like Star Wars. But they're some of the worst.
You know who's close second, right? If you say Star Wars fans, you know who's close second.
Who's close second?
Come on, Marvel, man. These Marvel fans been wilding out.
I wouldn't even. You know what's crazy? And I hate to sound like a gatekeeper here, but
they're complaining that the X-Men are woke.
Now, see that's what I'm kind of getting to because, and I hate the gatekeep on this shit, but it's like when it comes to Marvel, you have people who just got on the bus back in 2008, and then you have people who have been riding way before MCU. Now these MCU Marvel fans.
Have you always been Marvel? So what Marvel were you pre 2008? Because I'm going to admit I knew of the Avengers. I just didn't care about them.
Yeah, see me, I've been reading Marvel, DC, and Image my whole life. Well, maybe not my whole life. Image came out like 94, but I've been reading Marvel and DC my whole life. The first comic I ever put in my hands at 5 years old was a Superman comic and a Spider-Man comic. And then from there, it went on to, in Marvel at least, it went on to reading Punisher and reading Iron Man. I wasn't supposed to be reading Punisher, but I read Punisher. I was reading Punisher and all kinds of shit.
For me, pre-MCU, it was three people. It was three characters, or a set of people, and then two characters. It was X-Men, Spider-Man, and the Hulk. Though
Okay.
that was my Marvel before the MCU. Like I knew of Iron Man, I knew of Thor, the Avengers, and stuff like that, but I didn't know enough about them to like I didn't know how Iron Man became Iron Man before the movie. You see what I
Okay.
mean? Like I just knew that's Iron Man. That's it.
At least
But
you knew the guy in the suit. There were some people who were like, oh,
oh,
I didn't know it was a dude in the suit. It was just I thought he was a robot. I'm like, nah, it's a person.
no, I knew that. Like I knew he was Iron Man. I knew he was Tony Stark. He was a playboy and stuff. But like how he became Iron Man, etc. I had no real knowledge of that. It was real like that. My thing was X-Men, Hulk, Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man.
Yeah. And if you like me, you're probably reading X-Men at their peak. You know what I'm saying? Like 90s, 2000. And if you read X-Men at all, for you to see someone in 2024 say, "Oh man, X-Men is so woke," like, what the fuck were you reading then? Because
Exactly. Exactly. Like, make it make sense. Please
like,
make it make sense.
I'm sorry, like what you must have been reading the kitty cutout books that they gave everybody in the fucking Happy Meals and shit. Because what I was reading was some
Mhm.
very diverse, very progressive shit, which is why a lot of kids, when they get to their teens, with their angst and their puberty and all kind of crazy shit, they switch over to reading Marvel, especially with X-Men, because it's a lot more relatable. I mean, I'm sorry, that's
Mhm.
just how DC is definitely good as far as a comic, but when it comes to that, one-on-one relatability between writer and character to the reader, Marvel does it better than anybody.
Yeah, DC, and I love DC too. It's just that once again, DC is more gods, celestial gods, stuff like that. Marvel, X-Men, Spider-Man, they stuck. We was grounded. We stayed on Earth
Exactly.
to an
Who didn't?
extent.
If you're a man struggling, trying to make decisions like, do I pump my gas or do I eat? You relate to
Hmm.
Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And what's up with Marvel? Can we please make Peter happy? Can we please give Peter happiness? Jesus Christ.
I think he's meant to struggle. You know what I'm saying? I think Peter is meant to struggle. Peter's at his best when he's struggling, I think.
And it's like all right. So where do we put Peter? He lives in New York. He's from Queens. Oh yeah, he ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah, I guess so. And then Miles is from Brooklyn, so he's probably like he has probably more
Harlem.
bid swag than anybody else we know.
Isn't Miles from Harlem?
I thought Miles was from Brooklyn.
I think it's from Harlem. Who's watching? Somebody confirm in the chat. Miles from Brooklyn or Harlem? I think it's Harlem. If he's from Harlem, you owe me $1.
Okay, I got you. Send me cash out. I need $1. I think Miles is from Brooklyn. Okay. So if y'all just joined us once again, Nick's DYSG Live. Sir Julius Cosplay in the building. And let's hit this one here. Let's just say Hollywood has decided to produce the Sir Julius Cosplay film. Now, you cannot play yourself, but you have the final say so who portrays you. Who would you pick?
Okay. Oh, I got. Let me see. Shit.
I see Hyro and over on IG. He says Harlem. See, I think So does Miles, is he live in Harlem and he moves to Brooklyn? I thought Miles was a kid from Brooklyn for sure. I know Cap is, but I thought Miles was from Brooklyn too. But okay. And Hyro, I believe you. I won't argue with Hyro.
Who can play me? Okay. The guy I forgot his name. He was from Game of Thrones. Worm, something like that. That actor. He's now doing an interview with the vampire.
Oh,
I
what's
forgot
his
it.
name?
Yeah, Worm. He was in Game of Thrones though. I think only because I think me and him have like the same look, height, stature, like the way we carry ourselves. I think he would be a good choice to play me.
Okay.
I've never thought of
anybody out there, once again, I'm a request. If anyone knows who that is, put in the comments and we'll Google them up, whatever. See if we do a side by side comparison, something.
Yeah, he's the only black, and I'm talking about Game of Thrones, not House of the Dragon. I'm talking about back Game of Thrones. He was the only black dude. Grey Worm, the guy that played Grey Worm.
Got it.
Play me.
That was a good one. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, cool.
I've never been asked that. That's a good question.
Yeah, I try to keep it interesting. Let's try to. So, back to the cosplay thing. I know you've done a lot of amazing cosplays. I mean, when I first saw your Blue Beetle up close and personal, I was like, yo. Because even me during the concert, I'm like, yo, that shit go hard. That's going to win. Now, but at the same time, I thought it was going to. Is there any cosplay that you haven't done yet that you're itching to get your fingers into?
Predator.
Ooh, Predator. Okay.
That has been on the back burner for the past like 5 years. Every time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Something happens. I get sidetracked. I get distracted. I'm like, all right, let me take care of that, and then I'll go back to Predator. But it's Predator. It's 100% Predator. I don't know when it will happen, but it will happen. This is a given. I am 100% positive that I will don a Predator cosplay one way or another. It's gonna happen.
Got it. That's gonna be hard, bro. Like
Yep.
not hard in the sense of like, yo, that shit hard, but like that's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, I know. See how fast I answered that? Like I know that. Like that's what that is. Everybody always asks me, they was like, "Oh, what's the one cosplay you haven't done yet?" Predator. And that's one that I've seen not a good amount of people have done, but it's been done, but I haven't done it, and I won't be happy until I do.
I like that answer. Like I've seen it done, but I ain't done it yet. Like okay, yep. I like that. See, I told you, man. You don't miss, man. I'm telling you, man. We need print God out here, man. For sure. I need streets. We need print God. I see the Bama nerd says Miles is from Brooklyn. Like I said. See, we don't have to Google this shit now.
Snap.
Hyro says Harlem. Bama nerd says Brooklyn. Where is Miles Morales from? Now, let me just see. Now, we can't trust Wikipedia.
Now, here's the thing. It might have changed. It might have changed because, see, that's another thing. People think Miles Morales is a new character. He's not a new character. He's been around for almost 12 years now.
Yeah. Let's see here. Marvel.com. Okay, so in Miles's original reality, he was in Brooklyn. Okay.
They changed it to Harlem.
Yeah, because when the second one happened, they brought Miles to the 616, and I guess the 616 Miles is from Harlem. See, that's what I was thinking. Like I'm thinking, okay, but Miles is from Brooklyn. I remember picking up, that Ultimate Fallout. I'm like, okay, he's a kid from Brooklyn. Like, all right, it's okay. They kept the Spider-Man in New York, but just put him in a different borough. That's why I was thinking the whole time. So I'm like, yeah, he's from Brooklyn. But when they brought him into the 616, that's when they had him from Harlem. Okay.
Okay, all right. Still a New Yorker. Yeah. Still New Yorker.
Native New Yorker. Now, with this next question, we all know the worst answer is flight. It just is. But we really can't call ourselves nerds or blurs if we don't ask the most popular question of all time. So, Mr. Sir Julius Cosplay, if you could have any superpower, what would you pick and why?
Teleportation.
I like that. Quick on the answer again. I like that. Why did you pick teleportation?
It's always been teleportation because one of my favorite X-Men characters is Nightcrawler.
Okay. He's in
And
my top 5
two,
as well.
yeah, two, teleportation is like I've always thought about just what really like aside from Nightcrawler being my favorite, what really upped it. You remember the movie Jumper?
Ooh, yeah.
Remember the movie Jumper? After
Hmm.
I saw that, I was like, okay, fuck flight, fuck speed. If I had a power, that's the shit that I want.
Yeah. Yeah. Jumper made you really want to like it really explored the possibilities in a real world setting of what a teleporter could do.
Also, well, this is technically not teleportation because he's explained it that it isn't teleportation, it's more of a speed, but instant transmission. Right?
Yeah.
You would people say it's teleportation, but in reality, the way Goku explained it, it's just you moving at the speed of light, so it's speed, but it's teleportation. So final answer, if I had any power, teleportation. Like think about it, right? Say in the way in there's different types of teleportation. There's the Nightcrawler one where when he teleports, he actually is ending up in a different dimension and coming out on the other side. Jumping is that when you're dissecting your molecules and then you're actually moving your body from one location to the other. And then also, do you remember how the jumpers actually did jump?
Yeah. Like this kind of a
They
portal like
yeah, they
substance.
just needed yeah, they just needed a visual. That's all they needed, right? So imagine
Yeah.
this. So imagine you're online, right? Now how dope would this be? How sick would this be, right? You're online, some random asshole is arguing with you online, right? So you just go to their Facebook, you go to one of their pictures of their house, you look at that shit, you jump into their house, be like, what you say? What'd you say? Huh? How dope would that be? Come on.
Oh man. It would be the end of the keyboard warrior era. It would be the end because people like, all right, listen, like if it wouldn't end it, it would definitely end selfies. No one will take
Mhm.
selfies at home anymore, like or go live at their house anymore. Like no one will
Exactly.
do this.
All I gotta do is find a picture of your house. That's it, and I'm there. Because Nightcrawler is limited. Remember, Nightcrawler can't go somewhere he hasn't been before,
Right?
even though that has changed multiple times in the comics. Though.
Yeah. Like I think them pictures of his, like he has to be able to actually see where he's porting
Yeah,
to. So
correct.
like
And then
if
there's
he can see it in line of sight, he can get there. But that's
and then
dope though, like teleportation.
there's
Like
another
me,
teleporter.
go
I
ahead.
forgot her. It was a woman. Blink, right?
Oh yeah, Blinks was OP for real.
Blink. She can jump galaxies. She was.
Yeah.
I'm nerding up. I'm nerding up. You got me nerding.
Go ahead, man. Come on, that's what we here for, baby.
Yeah, Blink could do the galaxies. Nightcrawler, he can't do galaxies though. But yeah.
Yeah. Blink was actually my favorite character during Age of Apocalypse. My favorite character. Because the way she just handled Holocaust, I was like, oh, this chick is bad. This chick is dirty. I love her. She was so dirty. I was like, yeah, please bring her into the 616 after this shit is over with. And they tried for a little bit, but I don't know. I guess she
What
wasn't.
what power what power would you choose? You can't say teleportation as I said that.
Of course not. Of course not. No. Now mine would be technokinesis.
Okay. So Professor X.
No. Technokinesis. Did you
Oh,
ever watch Heroes?
Heroes? You know what's funny? I have never seen a single episode of Heroes.
Okay, so number one, just watch season 1. 2, technokinesis is like where you can speak and communicate with electronic devices and machines, up to and including things that are on a intra or inter network, and have them bend to your will. Kind of like what Cyborg does when he kind of plugs into a machine. Except for me, I can just touch shit and communicate with it.
Okay, so you want to be cyborg without the cyborg, without.
Yeah. Like basically, I can like walk up, like I can be on the street randomly, and just like touch an ATM machine and just have this shit start spitting.
I think that's the most truthful thing when people say, like, oh my God, when I get powers, I'm gonna be a hero and stuff like that. First of all, I chose teleportation. I'm teleporting to a bank vault. I'm just letting you know. I'm saying.
So that's actually my follow up question to the powers question: hero or villain?
Hero or villain? I will be whatever society needs me to be. I have no qualms on making the hard decision.
Let's
I
see. For
will.
me, I've always said that. Listen, like I'm gonna be a hero eventually, but like my year one story is called the come up. Like, listen, I can't save the world if I'm broke, bro. Like I gotta do some real self serving in my year one because I can't operate a hero enterprise from my apartment, not this apartment. You know, I gotta come up. I gotta have the mansion with the burrowed cave. It's just gotta be advanced in every fucking way. I gotta
How
have the
you
butler. Very good hero has a butler or somebody, you know, like that, right? I gotta have
exactly?
everything.
How you supposed to get that? How you supposed to get that?
You know what I'm saying? So with telekinesis, you know what I'm saying, I can just, tap a few machines here and there, move a little money around, walk to a bank, touch the teller machine, just make some
Fine.
things happen, make some debt be erased, make a few guys,
It's
get out of
insured.
here
What they
as
gonna?
far as political office, you know what I'm saying? Make things happen. Then after I get all that done, then I'll save the world.
There you go. See,
But I gotta take care of me first.
gotta put me first. Gotta put me
Exactly.
first.
I can't help the poor from one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's how that shit works. But yeah, teleportation is definitely a dope power to have for sure. It definitely saves gas money for sure.
Oh, definitely.
All right, my man. I'm gonna let you get up out of here in a few minutes, man. We're gonna run through a little checklist here at the end. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just say whatever the first thing that comes to your mind. All right.
All right, let's go. Hit me.
All right. So, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, or PC?
PlayStation,
Android or iPhone?
Android,
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars,
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Dub or sub?
Okay, see now here's the thing about dub sub. Now we're gonna get into this. Okay?
Everyone gets
I
out here.
I actually got into an old man rant online regarding dub sub. Okay,
All right.
I don't care. Let me watch my shit. you know, but for me, it depends on the anime because there are some subs that sound like shit. Like let's be real, you can't like whoever's watching, you get mad at me all you want. Like, oh my God, it's always sub. Listen, back 10, 15 years ago, a lot of dub was shit, but now it's gotten better. Plus, I got a lot of stuff on my plate. I multitask, okay? You got to pay attention. When you're watching any type of anime and sub, you can't do nothing, okay? I got a wife, I got 2 kids, I build shit, I got work to do, stuff like that. I gotta sometimes I gotta be moving around the house and I want my
Gotcha.
anime in the background. I don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So for me, dub versus sub is an argument. It's an argument that I'm tired of hearing because we're in 2024. You should be able to watch whatever the hell you want as how you want it. But it depends on the anime. That's what it comes down to. Like because it'll be like if I start an anime in sub, like if I'm deep into it in sub, like the whole season, and then I switch because this happened to me with Demon Slayer. I watched the
Ooh.
entire Demon Slayer when it first came out, so it was all sub, right? So I'm used to the Japanese voices, right?
Mm.
The minute I heard dub, I was like, ah, you know. So
Yeah.
that that's what it comes down to. There's a technicality when it comes to that. Sorry for taking so long to answer, but yeah.
No. It's cool. There are a lot of anime like that. Like once you get locked in to that sub and you hear just how because you get a certain tone with some of these characters, and then when the English speaking actor does not give you that same feeling or same tone. It's like, nah.
And then vice versa. Sometimes it's vice versa. Now, I personally have never heard. I've never gone from dub to sub and hated the sub. It's always been reversed. Like I've gone from sub, heard the dub, and then hated the dub. But there are some dubs that I'm just like, I can rock with this. It's cool. It's cool.
It's the damn gaijins, man. The gaijins ruining everything.
I'll never forget. Somebody asked, I was asked online one time. They was like, sub or dub? I was like, I'm 36. Okay. 36. I have kids. I'm married. I don't give a fuck. I want to watch anime.
Shit like that. We was like, yo, you like Superman and Goku. Superman and Goku, who win? Nigga, I'm 43.
like I'm 40. Exactly. Like, I'm 43. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Whichever one's gonna put in the zero in this chase account.
Yeah, exactly. Like Goku, who could win in a fight? Goku or Superman? I don't care. Are you gonna help me pay my car note? That's what I'm stressing about. All right, you stressing about that? I'm stressing about my mortgage.
yo, who in the big three?
Oh yeah, that's another argument.
Who in the big three? Food Line, Target, and Texaco. That's the big three for me. The big three.
Exactly.
That's the big three. Groceries, gas, retail.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My wife had. Okay, so from dub sub, we move on to do you have a Hogwarts house?
Nah, I've never really been into it. Okay. Harry Potter. But if I would, I know of them. If I would choose, I'm a Hufflepuff. Yeah. Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't care. I don't give a shit. Honey Badger don't.
My wife's a Hufflepuff too.
I literally chose I chose Hufflepuff because of the Honey Badger. I don't give a shit.
Got it. Favorite superhero and villain.
Favorite superhero and villain. See, this is such a broad thing. I can't say Batman because Batman is just. Okay, I will say my favorite superhero, which would be Superman, because Superman is just not a superhero; he's the superhero.
Respect.
You know what I mean? Like I've gotten into this argument with people like Superman is the blueprint. Every superhero is just a branch off of him when it comes to that aspect, right? Now, when it comes to villains, and this is all around, just anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, blah blah blah. This is hard, man. Oh, Scar from FMA, Full Metal Alchemist.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know why?
That's a good one.
Because he was about that business. There was no monologuing. There was no I'm gonna do that. Motherfucker was coming in and he had people shook. That's it. Just business. 10 toes down, business.
About that action and that action only. I like it. Oh man. Favorite movie or show?
My favorite movie of all time is Godfather 2.
Okay.
And my favorite show of all time is Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood.
I like it. It's a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be loved or feared?
What happened?
Would you rather be loved or feared?
Would I rather be loved or feared? I'd rather be loved because I don't have to be feared, but you're going to respect me.
Got it. Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Best piece of advice I've always received: stop caring about what other people think. Do you, and that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, man. It's been working out for you. Working out for sure.
Yep.
Favorite curse word?
Favorite curse? Fuck.
Okay. Good one. That's usually the common one for some people. Now, if you're a black man, sometimes it's shit, but not in that simplistic way. You got to put those eyes in there. Shit.
Shit.
You're on death row. What's your last meal?
I'm on death row. What's my last meal? Pussy.
Best answer ever. Best answer ever. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a real for sure. Most prized possession.
My most prized possession? Oh, it's right behind me.
Ooh, wait a minute now. Hold on. That's fine. Ooh.
Kojima.
Oh. Man.
That's Yoji Shinkawa. He's the lead artist. And I just got this. That's David Hayter, the voice of Snake. This is my most prized possession.
That's cool, man. That is cool.
Still got the games and everything. Yep.
That's cool. That's cool as hell.
I think I'm the only person in the world that has all three signatures. I think. I don't know.
I wouldn't argue against it. I wouldn't argue against it. All right. One anime or comic book for the rest of your life. What would you pick?
One anime or comic book for the rest of my life. It's Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite anime of all time. So
Awesome.
if I can watch Full Metal Alchemist over and over again, that's what there's layers to Full Metal Alchemist. I have a younger brother, and I have multiple brothers, by the way. But Full Metal Alchemist was the anime that me and my younger brother watched the most, and we related to it the most because we saw each other. I was Edward and he was Alphonse. So it's kind of sentimental to me.
Okay. I expect that for sure. All right. You have $1 million and 1 hour to spend it. But you're going to spend it in one place. Where are you going?
Where am I going? Online, baby. Amazon.
Thank you. Somebody has finally found a loophole in the question. Because like some people always pick like a store somewhere brick and mortar. Like, nah, Amazon,
Click,
please.
add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, check out.
Everybody always
Next
pick like a brick and mortar store.
Next you know, there's 100 boxes at my door.
There definitely would be 100 at the door for sure. Like you'd be getting, you know what's crazy? I know me, I wouldn't even pick prime shipping for everything. I'd make it so like I'd spread that shit out to like where it's like I'm getting like a bunch of shit. Like there's like 2 whole trucks coming down the street, and both trucks are like, hey, that's all me. You just bring it in the house.
Oh yeah, I tell my wife all the time. I say, listen, if we ever, first of all, one, I always say this, right? You know how people say if you ever win the lotto. First of all, I gotta play the goddamn lotto to win it. I always say this. I'm like, oh, when I win lotto, well, I gotta play it first. I never play. But anyway,
Yeah.
if I ever win the lotto, you're gonna expect a lot of large boxes from Sideshow Collectibles to be coming up to the house because I will collect.
Yeah. Yeah. Sideshow Collect will get a lot of my money.
This is the only. I have one thing from Sideshow, and that's this Batman up here. I don't know if you can see it. You see the Batman right there?
Okay, that's fire.
Yeah, he's Sideshow. That's the only Sideshow collectibles I own, and I would like to change that soon, but they're not cheap. So.
They are not. They are definitely not.
Yeah.
I know for me, Sideshow get a lot of my money. I'd probably find as many Black indie comic creators there are, and I wouldn't stop if I owned their whole library at that moment.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Like I love comics that much, but especially when they come from Black voices, like there are so many people who have comics right now that I don't own, and I hate that I don't own them. Like it eats me up when I see, like Sovereign or Wingless or Concrete or put new comics out, and like I don't own it yet. It tears me up that I don't have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely those would be but yeah, it's like the whole meme says, like I wouldn't tell anybody, but there would be signs.
There will be signs, exactly.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna tell anybody I win the lottery, but like when I give you my new address and it's like Castle Grayskull.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what? Huh? What? You live here?
Yeah. Like when you like when you see my cars all lined up and it's fucking the General Lee and the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 and all the Batmobiles for the past 10 years, like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I drive them regularly to work. There's gonna be signs. There's gonna be signs for sure.
Oh, I used to joke with people all the time. If I win the lotto, I'm not quitting my job. I'll still go to my job, but I'll be rude as shit.
And you know what's crazy? I told a friend of mine. He said that he'd do the same thing. I said, dude, if you hit the lottery and keep bringing your ass in here, I would hate you. I'd hate your guts. Like, why you bring your ass in here? You ain't got to be in here. Get your rich ass out of here, dude.
Like you make it a game. Just see how much shit you can get away with until they fire you.
And then draw unemployment. Oh man, that would be hilarious. Like, yo, why you draw unemployment? Because I got fired. Exactly. I need steady income. I already had this one. This I already had this. I need a steady income coming in.
See? Perfect.
Oh man, that would be hilarious. Well, Sir Julius, I want to thank you again, my guy, for coming through, chilling with me, answering a few questions, taking time out of your busy schedule, whatever you're creating and selling on Etsy. By the way, y'all, man has an Etsy store. Pull up, buy something, get something.
She snuck in here about 5 minutes ago. Come on, come here. It's my daughter. It's my mini me, my twin.
Hey, hey, mama. How you doing?
Yeah. This is Amelia. This is my twin. This is my heart. This is my firstborn, my oldest.
The heir to the throne.
That's right.
What's Daddy making you out of the 3D printer?
Pretty much anything she asks for. Ponies, boats, dragons, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can we expect one day in the future a daddy-daughter cosplay collaboration?
Yeah, she does. She does cosplay. She does Scorpion with me for my Sub-Zero. Okay.
Cool. That's what's up. I like that.
She got Bumblebee coming.
Ooh. Well, like DC's Bumblebee or Transformers Bumblebee?
No, DC's Bumblebee.
Okay. I like it. Can't wait to see it. I know it's gonna be fire. I know it's gonna look good. I know it is.
I'm almost done. Love you.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
My heart right there.
My little heir to the throne is believe it or not, asleep right now. I'm not sure why. It's 8:00 and he's asleep, which only means that he's gonna be up to 2 a.m. playing video games with his friends.
Get up.
Now he that's what he does. Like when he knows that it's Friday and he'll have school on the weekend, he will purposely come home to sleep, and then he's like up like 2. Watch Dogs is his go-to game. Sometimes he's playing Fortnite. It all depends on what the crew wants to play that night.
Nice.
But anyways, folks, this has been DYSG Live, your host Nix. On behalf of myself and my esteemed guests, Sir Julius Cosplay. If you're going to have issues, people make sure they are variants. And as always, people live to play to win to live. We speak geek? Do you speak geek? Peace.